Welcome to the session Unix and Shell Programming. Myself S. Nagmalikraj, Assistant Professor CSE Department from Vignan Institute of Information Tech. Today we are going to discuss lecture 4 from Unit 4, that is about the sleep command and about the script command. In previous lecture 3 we discussed about, that is lecture 3 from Unit 4. In previous lecture we discussed about the expr command and the here doc. Now today in lecture 4 we are going to cover these two topics. One is the sleep command and the script command. So while coming to lecture outcome, the students able to know how to pause the current session or how to stop the current session with the help of sleep command, and also students able to know how to record the current session with the help of script command. While coming to sleep command, if you want to pause the current session or if you want to stop the current session, it is possible only with the help of sleep command. With the help of sleep command, we can pause the execution of the shell script or commands for a given period of a time. So that means whatever the time we are providing as argument to the sleep command, based on that argument, the sleep command will stop the execution respective with that argument. That means whatever the argument we are providing to the sleep command, based on that argument, sleep command will pause the current session. So while coming to syntax, sleep, this is the command and we have to give here number, and this suffix is optional. While coming to suffix, if you are providing here small s, this is nothing but seconds. If you are not providing anything, by default it will take as a second. For example, if you are writing like this, sleep command, if I am writing like this 10 without any suffix, then by default it will consider as a 10 seconds. That means up to 10 seconds our current session will stops the execution. If you will write like this, SLEP sleep command 10s, this is also same meaning. That means this is the suffix. We are writing s, this indicates seconds. So by default it will consider as a seconds. Or if you are writing s also, it means same seconds. That's why the default is seconds. Next, the small m indicates minutes. If you are writing like this, sleep command 10 without any suffix, it will consider as a seconds. No, if we want to stop the execution up to 10 minutes, that means we have to mention small m. So we have to mention this suffix, the suffix is m, nothing but minutes. If you are writing like this 10m, then nothing but 10 minutes. So up to 10 minutes it will pauses our current execution of the shell script. Like that, based on the requirement, at what time we can stop the execution, that time we have to mention in the number and with the help of suffix. The small s indicates seconds and small m indicates minutes and small h indicates hours and small d indicates days. So once again, by default without any suffix it will consider as a seconds. No, we don't want the default representation. We want to stop the execution up to minutes or up to hours, then we have to mention with suffix. That means this is optional. Based on the requirement, then we can write the suffix small s, small m and small letter h and small letter d. By default it will treat it as a seconds. So let us consider one example. The sleep command without any suffix. So this example is without any suffix we are writing the sleep command. Here while coming to execution part, echo, we know that whatever the argument we are providing to the echo, it will print as it is to the screen. So for echo we are giving this argument waiting for 2 seconds. One statement we are giving. After that here I am using the sleep command. So this is the sleep command. After that argument or after that number we are giving here 2. So here I am not mentioning any suffix. Now how shell will interpret means, by saying this syntax, shell will interpret like this. So sleep, after that one number is there, that number is nothing but here 2. 2 means by default it will consider as a seconds. That means 2 seconds. Up to 2 seconds it will stops the execution or it will pauses the current execution. Again after 2 minutes it will starts the remaining part of the execution. That means the output of this one is, first statement is echo, waiting for 2 seconds. So in output it will print like this. So waiting for 2 seconds, waiting for 2 seconds like this. So this argument will print as it is. Within double quotation this entire argument will print as it is. After that here So this is in output I am explaining. After that here cursor will blinks up to 2 seconds. Why means here we are using the sleep command. So sleep space 2, that means up to 2 seconds. So without any suffix means it will, by default it will consider as a seconds. So up to 2 seconds our current session will passes. That's why up to 2 seconds it will blinks like that. After the completion of the 2 seconds, the next statement is again echo we are providing here. Here the within double quotation the argument is task completed. So after 2 seconds this statement will prints on the screen, that is task completed. So this is the output for this code. While execution we can clearly observe, that means after printing this argument it will wait up to 2 seconds. After that only this output we can observe on the screen. Why that much delay happened 2 seconds means here we are providing the sleep command with some number. If you are giving here without any suffix, this example is without any suffix. For example, here I am providing some suffix, nothing but 2m. If I am providing here as a suffix m as a suffix, that means sleep space 2m. Sleep space, the number is 2 and suffix is m, that means 2 minutes. So previously without any suffix we observed this output. Now what happens after printing this echo statement output? After that here cursor will wait up to 2 minutes. Why such delay happens means here we are using suffix, that two suffixes we are providing here m, nothing but minutes. So up to 2 minutes it will stops the execution or it will pauses our execution of the current session. So after completion of 2 minutes then this echo statement will printed. So this is all about the sleep command without any suffix. So once again we are not providing any suffix, so it indicates seconds. So whatever the number you are providing, that number in seconds it will treats. If I am giving here sleep space 10, then shell will treats like that, while at the time of execution sleep space 10 seconds. Only based on the requirement, no, I don't want pass the current session not for seconds up to minutes or hours, then we have to include the suffix. Now while coming to second topic in this lecture is script command. So script command is very useful because script command is very important command in Unix. Why means if you want to record our current activities or if you want to record whatever the activities you are doing on the screen, that entire activities will recorded. When it will recorded means after providing the script command, then recording of our current activities will be done. What is the role of script command means if you want to record our session, then it is possible only with the help of script command. That's why here we are saying script command is used to make a TypeScript or record all the terminal activities. So whenever you want to record all the terminal activities, then we have to provide script command. So while coming to this second point, what happens means after typing the script command or after supplying the script command, what happens means whatever the thing you are typing on the terminal, whether you are writing the code, whether you are giving the input, whether you are getting the output, whatever it may be. So entire activities it will recorded. When the record will start means after providing the script command, all activities that we are performing on the terminal, entire thing will be recorded. Why means we already provided the script command. So after providing the script command only, our recording the entire session will starts. Next, if you are not giving any argument to the script command, that means after providing the script command, okay, entire activity will be recorded. Where it stores, that indicates here file. That means syntax is script space options space file. So this entire thing is optional. If you are not providing any file name, why we have to provide file name is, if we are providing any file, for example, I am writing like this. This is the syntax. Script space one file name is record file. This is the file name. Why we are providing this file name is, after providing this script space record file, what happens after enter recording will be started. That means it will records entire session, or it will records whatever the activities that we are doing on the screen. That entire activities, after providing the exit, that means when we are stopping the record session, then that entire part is stored in this file. So with the help of cat command, again we can see the content that is present in this file. That means whatever we recorded the session, the details we can see with the help of cat command. That means why we are providing here file name means entire session we recorded, no, that part will be stored in this file. Now what happens if you are not providing the file name? That means I am writing like this, script enter without any file name. If I entered, then where it stores our entire recording part, where it stores, that means by default it will creates one file. That file name is TypeScript. So this is the default file name TypeScript. In that default file name, our entire recorded session will be stored in that default file name. So no, I don't want to store our entire session in the default file name. Then we have to provide any new file name. That means user requirement, you can give any file. If you are not providing any file name, what happens? In this default file name, our entire recorded session will be stored in this default file name. The default file name is TypeScript. So later if you want to see the what is the data present in the TypeScript, then we have to write like this, cat command space type script, enter. Then we can see the data present in the TypeScript. What is the data means? Whatever we recorded entire session, no, that part is present in this. No, we already given the file name, then it will not stored in this default file name because we are provided some file name. Then our entire session, whatever it will recorded, that part will be stored in this file name record file. So that's why here syntax is script space option space file. And here we can see this point, by default all the terminal information is saved in the file name TypeScript. Let us consider one example how script command will execute it. Starting, here I am writing, so script enter. Here I am not providing any options or any file name. Just now we seen that without any file name, what happens, where this entire recorded session will be stored, the default file name is TypeScript. If you want to see where our entire recorded session will be stored, means that entire part is stored in the default file is TypeScript, because here we are not providing any file name. So after script enter, now we can observe this statement, script started, then file is, this is the file name TypeScript. So script enter, after pressing the enter key, this statement will display. That means it will give some indication, records script started. That means recording our terminal is started, that process is started. For that reason it will give this message script started, and where it will stores means it gives the data also, file is TypeScript. Whatever the thing you want you can do, thus entire part is continuously it will recorded. Here I am using some echo statement, welcome to Unix session. Here I am giving one argument. After enter, what happens, that argument will print on the output screen. Next I want to execute some date command. So this is the date command output. I want to stop my recording our current session. I did some work, this entire part is already recorded. If you want to stop the recording, so if you want to stop the recording of our current session, what type of command we have to give means, we have to give control plus small d. So when you are providing from keyboard control along with small d, then it indicates to the shell stop the recording of our current session. So after pressing the control along with small d, this will happen. So it will give the exit. That means now we are exiting came out from the recording of the current session. So after providing the control plus d, it will shows this message exit, and next this message will displays. That means it will gives confirmation, okay, you stopped the recording. That means it will gives this message script done. Script done means okay, you already stopped the recording session, so that's why script done, and the file is TypeScript. We already seen here, starting it will shows no file is TypeScript, like that ending also it will shows file is TypeScript. Now what is the from script to here, this entire records, it will records this entire part, because I did some work. I executed some echo command, I executed some date command. So this entire part will be recorded, and after exiting this script command, that entire part will be stored in this TypeScript file name. Now I want to check whether the script command recorded our entire session or not, and what is the data that is present in the default file name TypeScript. If you want to check the content present in the script file name, that is default file name is TypeScript, then we have to give cat command, you know that it will display the content present in that file name. So cat space TypeScript. In previous example we observed, no, it will shows that message file is TypeScript, because at the time of execution along with script command we are not at all providing any file name. For that reason opens the default file name TypeScript, in that it will stores entire output. For that reason here I am using cat space TypeScript. So after that enter up to here, this is entire part. Previous example we see, no, it records entire session, that is this details. So it will gives everything clearly, it message. So script started, when we started our script, so time and date, everything it will gives clearly, along with year, month, date, time, everything it will gives. At that time you started the recording, like that, at which date, which month, which year you started that recording, everything details it will gives. And after that we executed one echo command. So we can see here echo space welcome to Unix. So I executed this thing, and also I executed this thing. Entire thing is recorded. That's why whatever we are doing, that entire thing will be saved, or that entire thing will be recorded. For that reason you can see here echo command, whatever thing I executed in previous example, that thing also here recorded. After that I executed date command, that is also here recorded. After date command, what I provided in previous example, control plus D, that nothing but exit. That means I want to stop the recording of my current session. So for that reason after the date command, exit. After that again it will show one message, script done on. That means this message nothing but when you are stopping your recording the current session, that means script execution ended here. So the details also it will shown here, script done, nothing but script execution is completed. Why means you are providing control plus D, that means you are terminating the script command execution. For that reason it will records the whatever the thing you are doing on the terminal, it will stops the recording when providing control plus D. For that reason it will shows that message also when you stopped the recording, that details also it will shown. So like that, based on this message we can come idea at what time you are stopped your recording your current session. So in this way we can record our current session, and with the help of cat command we can check whether the session is recorded or not. It will give us very clear message, script started, when our script started, when you are exit the, or when you are stopped the recording of our screen. Now in this example, previous example what we discussed, script without any file name, script without any file name. Now here we are providing some file name. That means I don't want to save my entire output into the default file name TypeScript, or I want to save my entire recording into one specified file. Then we have to provide that file name as a argument here. So for script command, now here I am providing one file, that name is recording file. If you are not providing this file name, what happens? It opens TypeScript default file name, it will stores entire our recording in that TypeScript. But here it will not happens like that. Why means we are providing here one file name. So I want to store my entire recording in that file only, not to the default file name TypeScript. So for that reason here I am providing one file name recording file. So you can check after pressing here enter, this message will display. It will give confirmation. What is that confirmation? Script started. Script started means recording our current session, or recording our what are the activities that we are doing on terminal. It is started. For that reason it will give one message, script started. Where that script is going to store, that file name also we can observe here. This is the file name recording file, or in this file our entire part will save. So it will give us very clear message, script started, file is recording file. After that, now I am doing my activities. Now I am executing date command. This is the output of the date. Okay, I want to exit, or I want to stop my recording the current session. Now what I have to do? Again I have to give the control plus small d. To terminate or to come out from the recording the current session, we have to provide control plus D. Now after providing this control plus D, we can observe here exit. Now we are exiting from the recording of my current session. So again it will give script done, that means recording session is completed. So the entire thing is stored in the recording file. Now we can check the output. How we are going to check the output means cat space, this is the file name, recording file, because in the previous example we seen that script space recording file. So we provided some file name. So here we are providing that file name, cat space recording file. So again it will give very clear message, script started, when you started this recording, time, date, everything it will give here. At the time I executed only one command, that is date command. So that thing is recorded, and again I exit. When I exited means that information also it will displace. So in this way, with the help of script command, we can record our entire session or whatever the activities we are doing on the terminal, it will records with the help of script command. Now while coming to options, small a option is nothing but append. So a is nothing but meaning is append. When we are going to use this option means, if you observe here, script space option A, that is option we are providing, option A is nothing but append, and after that file name. Assume if there is no option, what happens means whatever the recording the current activities, that will replace with the old data. That means in recording file, if already some data will present, what happens means that old data will erase or that old data will replace it with this new data. No, if we want to store the old data as it is, and after that if we want to append the new data, then we have to use this option A. So along with old data, new data also present. So based on that requirement, no, I don't want any old data, then you don't give this option A. No, I want old data along with the new data, then I want to give the option A. So with the help of option A, see, script started, after that enter, what happens? Script started, file name is recording file. Here I am executing, now that means from here it will records entire thing, whatever the activities we are doing on the terminal, it will records because script started. So here I am executing the calendar cal, that command. So output is October month it will display. Okay, after that again I executed some date command. You can observe this date output. After that I am executing some echo statement. With help of echo command, echo space append nothing but this argument as it is, it will print on the output. Okay, now I want to exit from the script command, or I want to stop the recording of my current session. So after execution of echo statement, I am giving here control plus small d. So you observe this one, exit. So script done, that means recording of our current session is stopped because we are giving here control plus D. That's why exit message we can observe. So script done, file is recording file. Now if I check the content, what is the content present in recording file, what happens? In previous example we know some data is already present in the recording file. Now again we are giving this new data. Now let us check the content present in the recording file, whether old data is there or it will replace it with new data. So let us check here, cat space file name, enter. So now what happens? If you observe here, from here to this one, this is old data. Okay, from here to this one, this is new data. So old data not erased, or old data is not replaced by new data. So old data is there and new data also is there. Why this thing happens means we are given their option A. So with the help of option A, what happens means appends. So with this old data, it will appends the new data. If you observe here, assume this time 21:53 and this 30. So 21:53 by 47, this is old data. If you observe this one 07414, that means this is entering new date. So that means from here to here this is old data, and from here to here this is new data, because here we are providing option A. If you are not providing option A, what happens means this part will be erased. That means this entire part will be replaced with this new data. So if you are not providing this option A, only this part will be present. We are providing this option, that's why Old data will be as it is present, and after that old data and new data also appended. So like that, based on the requirement, we can use the option A, that nothing but append. So in this lecture, we discussed about sleep command. With the help of sleep command, we can stop or we can pause the current execution part, and we also discussed about script command. With the help of script command, we can record our entire session or whatever the activities we are doing on terminal, that entire part will be recorded with the help of script command. And we seen that if you are providing file name, what happens? If you are not providing any file name to the script, what happens? That thing also we discussed in this lecture with the clear examples. And also we discussed about some options, that is option A. If you are providing option A, what happens? If you are not providing the option A, that is append, what happens? We seen in this lecture. While coming to next lecture, we are going to discuss evaluation command and exec execution command. Thank you.